Good afternoon, welcome to my new channel. Today I'm going to be talking about ASML, and I found this article which I found quite interesting. It was released yesterday, and what this article says is basically the CEO is trying to say that America trying to control the chip sales to China is just not going to work. So I'm going to give you a quick background of what's been happening. So ASML is only company in the world which creates EUV lithography machines which create transistors which are 7 nanometers and below. The current world leader, manufacturing world leader, is TSMC as well as Samsung, and they're creating chips that are 5 nanometers and below. And TSMC is currently the world leader and who's testing a 3 nanometer. To get anything below 7 nanometers, you need an EUV lithography machine, which only ASML creates, and that's the only company in the world which creates that. But they create it with US technology, so that's why the US has a say in who they sell the machine. It's a Dutch company, but the US have a say in where they sell their machine. So currently US has banned ASML from selling EUV machines to China, and this was down to Trump's trade war with China, and he banned ASML to sell EUV machines. However, they can sell DUV machines, which is technology which is a lower end technology, but it creates transistors 14 nanometers and probably 7 nanometers. I think SMIC is SMIC, which is a Chinese chip manufacturer. They're creating a 7 nanometer chip at the moment with a DUV machine. However, ASML can sell DUV machines, and SMIC has been buying a lot of them lately. A lot of Chinese companies have been buying a lot this year from ASML, which is an older technology. But the EUV technology is not allowed in China, mainly because the US does not want China to learn this kind of technology, and their excuse is they don't want China to be more technologically advanced than USA and take over this huge high-end manufacturing capacity. So anyway, ASML, the CEO has released this statement recently, and I'm just going to go over it. So I'll read this and I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. Export controls against China will only fail to halt its technological progress, but also hurt the US economy. ASML Holding NV Chief Executive Officer Peter Wennink said, after trade tensions between Washington and Beijing led to restrictions on the sale of the Dutch company's advanced chip equipment to Chinese firms, I believe export controls are not the right way to manage your economic risks. If you have determined that there is no economic risk, Wennink said during an online industry event on Wednesday, arguing that if you close China from access this technology, it will also cost non-Chinese economies a lot of jobs and a lot of income. While it will take a long time for China to build its own semiconductor equipment and technology due to lack of access of foreign technology, eventually non-Chinese companies will shut out one of the largest chip markets, Wennink said. If American business with China on semiconductors is completely cut off, it will probably cost anywhere between 80 billion to 100 billion in sales and 125,000 jobs in the US. ASML, which is a de facto monopoly, advanced ultraviolet lithography equipment needed to make cutting-edge chips, is crucial supplier to Samsung and TSMC. But it has plans to dive deeper into China. Beijing wants the world-class homegrown chip industry to wean itself off foreign imports, an effort that would need ASML one-of-a-kind EUV machines, yet the company faced difficulty getting the Dutch equipment to renew a license to export these systems to China, and amid ongoing trade tensions. So my thoughts are, if America is obviously trying to stop China from accessing this technology, but in the long term, it's just going to hurt them. So this is why China has a history of being able to face any challenge that's put to them. So I'll give you an example. There was a trade embargo on China in 1989, where European and the West was not allowed to sell any weapons to China. But look at where China is today. They've got fifth generation fighter coming out, J-20, and they got the J-31 fifth generation fighter as well, stealth. They're using stealth technology. They've got a huge navy with the modern best destroyers, modern best submarines. They've got weapons all over the place, which they're developing themselves. They've obviously learned how to acquire this technology, and they've managed to do it themselves without buying any equipment from the West. And also look at the space, China space program. The US banned China from working with the ISS and with any space programs. So what did China do? They worked on their own space program, and what's happened since then? They've managed to get to the moon. They've got Mars. They've got a Mars probe. They've got all these amazing space programs coming up, and I think in the next few years they've partnered with Russia to build a moon on the base, which is something the West has not even done. So I want to also show you this. This is why China was banned from the International Space Station. So initially, China's five-year-old space agency was viewed as too young and inexperienced to offer any useful contributions to the International Space Station. Soon after the Chinese developed their own space stations and sent astronauts to space and to visit them, it became very clear that it wasn't the case. So initially, the reason the US and the West didn't allow China to join the space program because they thought they were too inexperienced, which is not the case. And look at them now; they've got an advanced space program. So what I'm saying with ASML, if they're going to ban China from using ASML EUV machines, China is just going to go ahead and make their own. I mean, they've already got DUV machines from ASMLs, and it's not, it's not magic, it's science, and there is not a big leap from DUV machines to EUV machines. There's only three components which I'm sure China can overcome. Number one is an EUV needs a lot more power, which China can easily get. Secondly, it needs to be created in a vacuum, which China can easily do. And there are some additional technology things that need to be done, as well as I can't remember now exactly, but there are a few technological challenges that need to be overcome. But like I said, it's not magic, it's science. And I'm sure China, with its 1.4 billion people, they've got enough heads in there to eventually crack this technology. And it's not going to take them long. I mean, look at how fast China has developed over the past 20 years and how far China has come. There's this EUV machine is, they can easily do it. And when they do it, what's going to happen? When these American companies, they're going to go out of business because China's going to be manufacturing them at a much cheaper cost than all of these Western companies, and people like Intel, they're just going to go out of business. So I think this is a big mistake trying to stop China, because right now what this has caused is, based on China's dual circulation plan and the 5-year plan, China is 100% focused on getting this technology over the next 5 years, and China will do it. I'm sure they can. I mean, look how far they've come with everything, and I've never seen China so determined to get this kind of technology. They are so determined. The whole country is behind this, and it's a national pride for them, and I'm sure they can do it. There's no way to stop them. So if you're gonna the best thing is to work with China and to share this technology and work with them and build your own, work on your own economy and work together and share the profits. And if you're going to do it like this, China is just going to get this technology by themselves and just going to put the US companies out of business. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say really. So subscribe to my channel, and hope you like this, and like and share, and yeah, let's talk in the comments. If you've got anything to discuss, just message me. Thanks. Bye.